Hello, everybody, and welcome to a fine Tuesday evening. Welcome to a new week. Well, a little bit into a new week, of course. Oh, what a great time for Chatbot to run a backup. Thank you very much. Why can I not decide when this happens? I'm SLdr Cody. And I'm Cody. Hello, everybody. Thankfully, Firebot doesn't do that right in the middle of things. And honestly, I don't really use Chatbot for much anymore. It's just there for legacy purposes, because I might still have, like, a command or... Do I even have any commands left active there? I think I just have it up now as a... Discord-specific commands are still run through there. I see, okay. No issues there. Welcome to a new week. Today's stream is going to feature us maybe wrapping up Xenoblade Chronicles, the Fastplay. We are speeding right through it, alright. Now, we've had some changes from week to week here, and I finally have gotten in, hopefully we'll be getting into a habit, hopefully this becomes a habit. I've put them into a list somewhere so that I can actually keep track of what I've changed and actually mention the changes. Imagine that, making lists and checking them twice. Changes that you're going to notice right off the bat here. Well, okay, the shadows thing is something that the viewer can't use, but I've changed the queuing system, like the one that delayed jump scares all on its own used to use, and now shoutouts also utilize this. Essentially what I'm doing here is I'm trying to put, I placed a 2-minute space in if I'm giving multiple people shoutouts, so that you can all get the proper little, like, shoutout banner at the top. Because the cooldown for Twitch, when using the actual shoutout command, is 2 minutes. Now, if it's the same user, it's 1 hour, but I'm not going to be shouting out the same person in less than an hour anyways. I mean, I've got my voice to do that, if it is necessary. Second, you can hear me opening it up, a bag of trail mix. So don't worry, snack is still available. And I'll probably be snacking anyways, but if you want me to snack at that moment, well, the snack redeem is there. Also, those redeems, the self-care redeems there, the blue category ones, have a sound, they have sound clips with them too, so there's always something good for them. And I like the snack one. Delicious. Anywho, as is the... Oh, wait. No. Changes. Shoutout command. 5-second delay. And then it queues 2 minutes. Or queues 2 minutes for any subsequent shoutouts. It was actually a little tricky to get that to work, because essentially what I had to have it do was the initial shoutout, 5-second delay. But the subsequent shoutouts, 120 times the amount of shoutouts lined up, which means I had to create a variable for that too. After a bunch of playing around with variables, I got it to work the way I wanted to. Because there are now 2 commands sharing the same lineup, I increased the lineup capacity to 20. This does mean you can stack up to 20 delayed jump scares, but please don't. I actually tested like limiting the limits of both of them together in that, which means I had to invoke 20 delayed jump scares at some point. Like I had to click on the test button 20 times. Let's just say jump scare loses its novelty at the frequency it happens when you stack it up to 20. So I recommend not stacking it up to 20. You know how you eventually get immune to the delayed jump scare? You eventually get immune to the jump scares when they start happening often? It's like, yeah. But yeah, let's start off with some weather. What is your favorite weather? Mine's thunderstorm, of course. Some people might say that it's tornado, but it's like, not over my local area. No. I'd rather see a tornado from a safe distance. And it'd probably be nice not to see it run over a city, because that's a lot of people getting affected by that. This is Canada. Welcome aboard, it's Canada. The area just east of Prince Rupert again, the North Coast inland. Oh, an Arctic outflow warning in that specific spot. An Arctic outflow warning. Wind chill values near minus 20. Chilly. So yeah, risk of frostbite, you're definitely going to feel that. And chances are, it's coming from the north. Gradually improve later Wednesday morning. Extreme cold warning. Way the heck up in the northern coast of Northwest Territories, just that little spot near Old Crow. Minus 50 wind chills. Very unfriendly to deal with. Jeez. So definitely take care out there. Oh hey, I got warnings near my station. Extreme cold warning. Multiple portions of Alberta, we've got extreme cold warnings. Wind chill values minus 40. And over here, wind chill values minus 40. Right on the criteria. Some areas in Alberta, you're going to be dealing with some unpleasant temperatures. If Twitch is going to keep doing this bitrate dip thing, I might change my configuration to manually select a server, because clearly the Twitch server that I'm using right now is incompetent and really likes to kill bitrate from time to time for no reason. Anyway, I think the bitrate flags as red when it dips below 6,000 kilobits per second, so... Oh no. Like I say, I'm not seeing drop frames. That's the more alarming one. Did Twitch actually have an outage this morning, or like a periodic dropout or something? Because I noticed that the Amazon Web Services winded up experiencing like a partial outage or whatever this morning. And it caused a lot of things to go down. I heard Facebook went down too. Now, this is my stinky opinion, but I wouldn't have minded if Facebook went down for, I don't know, a week, a month. I barely use it. What's it good for? Then again, I mean, some people would argue the same thing with, like, I'm still gonna call it Twitter. To each their own. But that's unrelated to weather. So yeah, minus 40 in some areas, and areas around these perimeters, if there was an extreme cold watch, there'd be an extreme cold watch, I'm sure. I've been keeping an eye on my station area, and it looks like it's advisory level cold. Advisory and watch level cold doesn't really exist in Environment Canada's criteria. I issue it anyways. Because I believe it is very necessary if something is near in the warning criteria to tell people, heads up, we could have something even like briefly touch the warning criteria. No, I'm sorry, if we're hitting minus 38 wind chills and the criteria is minus 39, that's a watch. Looks like Saskatchewan doesn't have any warnings up for extreme cold. Probably because the ridge is finally getting lost, but yeah. Oh, hold on. Yep, I know. And Iqaluit has an extreme cold warning, minus 50 wind chills. Brr. And that is the capital of Nunavut, so definitely stay cozy over there. And several areas in the Atlantic region. Special weather statements for yucky mixed conditions. So usually when you're measuring ice accumulation up here, you use centimeters. For some reason, Environment Canada decided to use millimeters this time. So 10 to 30 millimeters of freeze and rain accumulation possible. 1 to 3 centimeters in the measurement that you're supposed to use for ice accumulation. Who's in charge of the Atlantic region? The Atlantic region in particular, like who is running that weather office right now? Come on, get your stuff together. Snowfall and ice pellet amounts up to 20 centimeters. Yeah, snowfall and ice pellet centimeters, yes. Freeze and rain, supposed to be measured in centimeters as well. But yeah, 25 to 50 millimeters of rainfall. 10 to 30 millimeters of freeze and rain. Up to 20 centimeters. Jeez. Now, it depends on where you are. South Shore, rainfall. Northern Eastern regions, mixed freeze and rain. Snowfall, ice pellets, northern region. Moderate to strong wind gusts. They didn't even put a number in. What is going on with the Atlantic Weather Office? Similar storms in the past have caused hazardous driving conditions, traffic delays, and scattered utility outages. That's also weird formatting, but I'm gonna guess that they're basing it off of the current pattern that this storm is producing in comparison to storms of similar patterns in the past. I gotta give them some benefit of the doubt. Maybe somebody new is working in the weather office. No, somebody who doesn't know how to issue snowfall warnings. Hey, look, they actually marked this as Denmark up here now. Cool. You just sail across up here. You just sail across a basin, and Denmark. Denmark's pretty cool. At least I'm assuming so. I haven't been to Denmark. Ooh, look, Echo Top down there. We got 2 high pressure systems. They're almost looking at each other. This high pressure system is about to dissipate. Good. I don't think you guys heard that because I don't have that sound layer enabled, but one of my virtual machines just made a notification noise, and it needs to... I need to tell it to shut up. There we go. It's always the Windows 11 one. At this point, we're just going to blame Windows 11. That one... So, I have a virtual machine on Windows 11. I have a virtual machine on Windows 10. I have a virtual machine on Windows Server 2012? 2012. I might be wondering why the hell 2012? That's a terrible version. Because I have a license for it. You can try to run Windows unregistered, but if you run Windows without an activation key, the computer can randomly restart, randomly shut down with no notice, and there's other side effects or certain features that may not work. Rather not. Although, seriously, what is with the amount that Microsoft charges for their operating systems? Now, I'm not talking about the retail ones, like Windows 11 probably doesn't cost much. Why is Windows Server so extortionate? It's probably because usually companies get it, and Microsoft's like, ooh, a company's getting it, let's rip them off. I mean, really? But there is always Linux. Linux has server versions, you know? And the only time you end up paying for Linux is when it's with support, with official support. Now, if only more hardware was compatible with it. I think that Microsoft should be getting slammed for monopoly, getting this hardware made that's only compatible with Windows 10 and Windows 11. They should be getting slammed for the monopoly with that practice. That's an unfair advantage. Because, I mean, who the heck would use Windows if the hardware could run on something better like Linux? Anywho, looks like we do have some activity down, actually it's just pretty much over the foothills and the mountains over in the Alberta part of the prairie region. Light snow showers. That minus is really hard to see over the upper trough that's running through it. But light snow showers, light snow. Well, the light snow says intermittent, so we're going to read that over the isolated flurries. But yeah, it's mostly over the mountains. And localized light snow over this cloud layer here. And over here, patchy light snow. They put the label over here, but I'm going to guess the whole cloud layer since they don't specify where. There's a low down here. Can't quite call it a Colorado low because it looks like it's located over Wyoming. Plus, a classic Colorado low is really strong. And usually causes the weather to be pretty crazy in the prairie regions as well. It's a wide area of influence. Plus 6 hours. The upper trough moves down here, well, sort of slumps over here and gets bent by a low pressure system currently advancing across the northern Great Plains on the U.S., heading towards the Dakotas by the looks of it. This high is also on the move, running over to give Ontario and the eastern region the cold weather. And the plus 12 hour has another high. This high is in the mountains, though, so its influence will be limited. The region from this high is still pretty far reaching. And then you got this weird in-between zone. It's not really a ridge. It's not really a trough. It's sort of just a weird, like, in-between zone. This low continues to be on a move. We'll probably get a bit of wind in the southern prairie regions from this. And I see that there's patchy and intermittent snow. So, minor snowstorm conditions. Yeah. The possibility is definitely there. Yeah, now you can see, like, I can't just view this map and, like, all on its own. I have to have, like, the bar on the side here. And yeah, this time I put the Edmonton Aerodrome ID, the Calgary Aerodrome ID, the Saskatoon Aerodrome ID, and the Winnipeg Aerodrome ID. Those are essentially, like, the bigger cities. I know I skipped Regina. I don't have Regina in here, but although this one shows the Echo Top for Regina. Wait, and not Saskatoon? Is there still a missing Echo? Oh no, Saskatoon's here. Radar Echo Top Edmonton, no image available. Radar Echo Top Edmonton, image is available. What? What? Yay, what? As Uni may say. So, the Edmonton Echo Top is not available, but also available. Okay. Whatever you say. Some bugs that they still haven't fixed. Echo Top, WHK. Isn't that the old? Isn't this is the old Edmonton radar station, isn't it? That radar doesn't exist anymore. Why is it even retrieving for that? Yeah, I don't think radar WHK is even up anymore. It's been replaced with a newer radar station. Well, weird things all the time. Down in the US. Scattered snowstorm conditions. Some areas. Looks like there's some areas of Oregon. What is this really dark one here? I don't see anything down here telling me what that is. Oh, it's just a freeze warning. Okay. It's a freeze warning along the coastline. That happens from time to time. Especially in early March. Bitrate still says unstable. Honestly, Twitch, I don't get you. So yeah, we got some winter weather advisories. Snowstorm, mostly out of the area, the northern snowstorm that was up here in North Dakota. It's mostly moved back. The high is probably pulling it, and the low is probably pushing. And it's probably overall just tossing it over. Bit of a flood statements over here in the along the New York-Boston coast. Looks like the fog is still remaining down along the Gulf Coast. It's offshore right now. Could go back onshore, so keep an eye on your statements. You might find your dense fog advisories creeping back onto land during the night. It's also worth mentioning, higher elevations, Hawaii, you still have a winter storm warning active, so no volcano climbing. You shouldn't be climbing a volcano unless you're you shouldn't be climbing a volcano unless you're properly equipped anyways. But there's a snowstorm hazard now, and there's probably not very many people in Hawaii are properly equipped for a full-out snowstorm because they usually don't get into like a full they usually don't get the full blast of winter. Heck, during some portions of winter, I saw the lines of severe thunderstorms going through the Hawaii area. Now, Florida, this is probably an offshore severe thunderstorm, but you are still in a marginal area, so just keep an eye on it. Might produce some hail. Was it just hail or no? It was hail and wind, I think. Now, there's two marginal areas that yeah. It's weird. Today's weather reports for marginal areas was there was an area that was exactly the same as the previous day, and then there was also Florida. Oh yeah, Florida, you still got a marginal area. In fact, if anything, the extreme southern islands are now included in the marginal area, so that offshore thunderstorm could still be severe, could still cause an impact. All that's left of the other marginal area is just this tiny little spot. Almost looks like it's right over one of the cities in Texas, but I don't see that here. Small part of northern Texas. Well, aren't you lucky? For hail. In Florida, yours is mainly for wind, and there's a tiny chance it could be like a tornado or two. Maybe hail if you're inland. So yeah, I got a little bit of action going on there. I've been keeping an eye on Thursday and Friday because we got a slight and we've got a forecast severe area. Oh, look, they actually have a mesoscale discussion going on with this approaching storm. It looks like severe potential, watch unlikely. So they're monitoring the dynamics right now, and the dynamics so far are not teetering towards severe. Could be a strong thunderstorm, though. But yeah, let's take a quick look at... Day 3. Now, when I checked this morning, the slight area was smaller. They have expanded it, so it looks like it... it's looking a little more favorable, looking a little more larger. Probability table. Now, again, this is a within 25 miles of a point, so it's 15%, and you're like, oh, that's not a very high chance of a severe thunderstorm. Within 25 miles of a point. Also, the nature of severe thunderstorms. Once severe thunderstorms begin to organize and you start getting like lone supercell alone, yeah, 15% of it chance of hitting a specific area. Once they start to organize and become numerous, don't even look at that 15%. Just watch what's approaching you. It's more like a 15% chance of it missing once it's a nice organized line hit. And unless it's heading towards a big enough city. Then it might go around your city, because apparently, thunderstorms aren't a big fan of some cities. It's like they have a mind of their own. They know they don't want to live the city life. They like the rural life. They like milking cows. Why did I say that? Oh, okay. With that in mind, there's a few more changes that I haven't read over. So while we're switching to Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm gonna go over those, or try to go over those, because I'm sort of multitasking. Like, I'm gonna have to change. Oh, I forgot to put weather talk into the title in the first place. Okay. Xenoblast. Yes, exactly. Xenoblade. So yeah, shoutouts were upgraded. Delayed jump scare stacks up to 20 times. I mentioned that. That redeem laugh roulette, you'll notice that it has at least I think it has a new label on it. That's because it has a 5% chance to trigger some sort of funny variation. There's a 5% chance of this funny variation. So, yay. The bot behaves a little differently. Once when Firebot gets closed, the chat room gets put into mode only. This is usually only happens off stream or from restarting Firebot. Once Firebot's reconnected to Twitch, then emote mode turns off automatically. This is just so that I'm not leaving the room in like open chat mode while I'm off and not watching chat. And while, the moderation stuff on the bot is not connected to chat. Doesn't really happen. I've noticed it really happen in this channel, but I am aware that there are some channels where sometimes offline conversations go places you don't want them to. I'm not talking about like tee-hee, that's funny. Hold on, tee-hee. There we go. Hey, that's actually responsive now. I'm just gonna get my display swapped here. It took 12 button presses for it to actually change it. Ellen! Don't mind me, just reaching for my controller? My second controller. Oh, jeez. It's like back here. My goodness. Okay, I scrambled to get the controllers and found out that neither of them are linked to the Switch. So let me get the cable here and plug it in. And the USB cable's under everything. That's very cool. Plug it in. So additional changes. Okay, there's some variable changes, but for the majority of you will probably not really understand unless you have an aptitude for that particular field. Maybe just shout out targets, shoutouts active, delay type. Yeah, it's just variables for, essentially, to generalize, it's variables for making the queue work properly with those specific functions. Okay, my controller is good to go. I'm just gonna put the cord back in so I don't trip over it or run over it with the chair, with the rolly chair. Pokemon Day, what's new? What's new, Scooby-Doo? Hey, you know what? We actually haven't run through games lists to see if there's anything that I actually recognize, because there's a lot of things that I just don't recognize. I'm gonna change the thing to Xenoblade Chronicles now, and oh, what scene did it just change to? Oh, it's still on the wrong scene. Okay, let me just fix that here. What's new for this week? Okay, Sharon the Wanderer, Mystery Dungeon. The only Mystery Dungeon I know of is Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Star Wars Dark Force Remastered. Oh boy. Star Wars. Bit Trip, I'm not familiar with Runner. Void Hope. Anglerfish. That doesn't look like an anglerfish to me, actually. But, alright. Another bar game. Vario. Beauties Unveiled. Oh boy. Cape Escape 7. Room Cavern of Dreams. Dead End City. You know, there's some cities in a region in the prairie region that I wind up calling this. I used to call a city called Red Deer Dead End City. It's like a middle city in Alberta. I used to call it Dead End City because there was like several ways in and there was only like 2 ways out. They sort of fixed it. Like they added one maybe 2 ways out now. So now there's like 3 or 4. However, they still didn't add the problem that there's a lot of entries into commercial areas and very few exits from commercial areas. So Red Deer is still a dead-end city. Desktop baseball too on your Switch. Oh man, I did not know that the Nintendo Switch was a desktop. Dang. I'm finding out new things. I'm learning new things today. DIY Fashion Star. I mean, the pants with the dotted line just makes me think of like the torn jeans and that. It's like, oh yeah, why pay extra for this when you can just take scissors and go snip, snip, snip. Oh, there we go. Drone Racer. Ooh, Fly Stunt Simulator. The Escape Game. Old Folk House. Is that what it feels like to be old in an old folks home? Finding out how to get out of the old folks home? Fantasy Tower Defense Ultimate. Freddy Fish, holy shit. I haven't seen Freddy Fish in ages, like since like 2002 or something like that, or 2001. Like, wow. that brings me back. Jeez. Full of crap. Bold Speed Animals, the RTA. Okay, so if it was RTC, I would have been like Rail Traffic Controller. Ooh. Heavenly Bodies. Helicopter Sim. Oh no. Hentai Girls. Sweet Doctor. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We're gonna keep going. Where's my Skidoo bird when I need him? There's my Skidoo bird. Love him. Puzzle Block Hike Adventures. We did some hike adventures last weekend. Jigsaw Kids 1. Alright. Jigsaw Masterpieces 2. Oh. Jigsaw Zoo. Oh. Casito. What else to do? King's Odyssey. Okay. Okay. Oh, we have a 2. Oh, I thought it said Happy Mario Day. I'm like, That's still 5 days away. RPG Animal Battle. Oh boy. Jeez. Looking it up, I see only a ceiling. Agreed. Lost and Found, agency. Okay. Lost and Found matches, puzzles. Don't recognize. One more dungeon. Two. Actually, MMORPG Tycoon 2 got an update last month. It was like February 7th. I only just read over the notes today because I don't open up Steam often. Because, as you've heard from my previous streams, Steam likes to screw with my controllers. So I don't keep it running in the background. I usually close it as soon as I'm done with it. Picross S Plus. And then my efforts to have Steam not screw up my controller don't end up actually working because Steam somehow screws up my controller when it hasn't been open. Story of Seasons. I guess they had to put Story of Seasons is normally a series, you know. So they had to flip it around. No, Story of Seasons is this specific title. Pocket Vision. You know, like, how much I want to like have like, a visual of somebody just pulling a fish out of their pocket, just like whoop. Sandstorm Strike Force. Sculpt people. Imagine the nightmare fuel. So much stuff too. Spearmaster. Spot the difference. Sympathy kiss. You'll get no sympathy from me. Take it racing too. The bike. Little Mermaid. Ash Fullbring's Time Trap. It's a trap! Tiny Number Hunt. I see a C. Pudolgrad. Okay. Twisty Pails. Virus Rush. That sounds like Dr. Mario. We need to go. No, we don't. No, we don't. We don't need to go deeper. No. 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 I love that bird. I'd like to move that bird clip to OBS so that I can actually get it like triggered through Firebot. Because right now it's on XSplit side. Most of the visual stuff I want to process through XSplit, I guess. I mean, I've got a permanent license for XSplit, and also its macros are, well, actually the macros aren't really the best. If macros were easy to use on OBS, I would use it on OBS instead. Why is it selecting the autosave? Oh, no, it didn't actually. It selected Sword Valley. Why am I undermining the Xenoblade save file system, which is actually pretty good? Whoop. Press A to talk. I'm used to... Book of Mario has messed me up. Because I have to press B for A. We have to tell Dixon what happened. Even if you played through this game and you know what's going to happen later in the game. He's got to know. He's got to know what's happened. Sure. So, we're on Mechonis now. There's a few things that are gonna be different. The crystal gathering points, they're not crystals anymore. They are containers. The battle music is different. Both the you initiated the battle and the enemy initiated the battle. They're both different. Actually really good. It's a really kick-ass music. You'll get to hear it soon when we get into some battles. Also, well, it's the Mechon side, so you'll notice the land looks very different. Here's Jed Fortress. There's gonna be a lot of fortresses, a lot of more advanced looking structures. Why does this texture in particular bother me so much? Oh, that's why it bothers me so much. Because it's smooth on this side, and... Was it always like this? Wow, that one could have been a little better. Alley-oop. So, red means... Yeah, red means locked. And that's probably because I went into the building, which is what I was supposed to do, and didn't interact with anything. See? Blinking green light. Green means go. Cody, did you know that green means go? Alright, we're gonna go past that weird looking wall. Yes, this does have collision while you're, see? I love that little detail that the collision goes with. Some games don't do that very well. Now, I know the collision could be stinky in some areas. But you've got to admit that Monolith is still has put it like quite a bit of love into this, and I really appreciate it. Ah! So you're entering this area. These fellas are level 52, and you are probably level 46 at this point. So they might be a touch challenging, possible, but they might be a little challenging. So definitely be careful. Why did I go up here? I don't think this is where I'm supposed to go. No. No alley-oop here. We might not be able to take that fall damage. However, we can take this fall damage. Ungracefully, of course. Oh, this one's already open. Okay. Yeah, we're high enough level. These guys aren't going to mind us. And they're pretty much all aggressive, which isn't a surprise. Offensive Mechon Plus. Level 47. See? 46, 47. So yeah. It'll be roughly that level. Welcome to the Dolgan Outpost. Alright, so we gotta secure the outpost. We get an onion cap. I'm just calling it that. Graceful.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
I don't have time for small fry.
So yeah, this is a required unique monster.
Behold my power! Spirit of ice to me!
I'm powering up.
Thunder rhyme! This time you will succeed. How can this be?
Ah. Oh yeah? Get toppled. Now you can take damage. We're probably going to switch Shulk into the party at some point because we do need the ability for everyone to damage Mechon.
Most impressive. The source of all life.
I should add Melia saying water to the hydrate redeem.
Is this the final one?
You've got the skills, Melia.
Onion cap.
We are victorious!
Man, what a bunch of jokers. But we mustn't be careless.
Graceful. Here, another graceful. You take your shortcuts and then you take your not so graceful looking fall. Where did Firebot go? Oh, there it is. Oh. Ah, there we go. Ah. Oh, we might have to wait a bit. Oh, there we go. There's your fortress unit. Meaty carrot! Didn't we usually have a... If I had Riki in the party. Oh, stinky ads. We're gonna need Shulk in the party too. And I'm still gonna play as Melia because she still has like double damage for her electric attacks, and she has a whole bunch of ether attack up gems equipped. So she's a pretty good damage dealer right now. Welcome to Mechonis, where the waterfalls are green. Whoa. Yes, those do deal hazard damage. And here comes ads. Hopefully we're just wondering during all this. Flexible unit. Ah, yes. Effective outposts. Unique monsters. Hope we run into Mill Agros regardless of level. Surprise quest. Hey, requested by Surprise Quest. Who is this Surprise Quest that we're speaking of, anyways? Where's that? Ether storage area? In here. Oh, these are side quests. I guess technically I could ignore them, but yeah. Yeah, he already knows, Mr. Scouter there. He already knows of our presence. Another one with the topple spike, so we're just gonna beat him up with a bunch of that.
I see life outside my world is not easy.
Cool. Let's keep this up. Not bad. Not bad.
Okay, so topple spikes are a lot more potent than a lot of the other spikes. So there's an aura spike, which deals a little bit of damage just by you being near the enemy. That usually deals a very little amount of damage, but it deals it per tick while you're near the unit. It gets removed with the topple. And then there's hit spike, which counters a little bit of damage every time you deal damage. And then there's topple spike. Yeah, a few different kinds of spikes. Brian has a like 75% spike reduction equipped right now, so he's probably going to take no damage from spikes anyways. We don't have Ryan with us right now. Did I put spike defense on Riki? I don't remember. Oh well. Let's go up here towards our objective. We're entering the Mechonis. Now, we're about to run into a pretty big fight pretty soon here. Sort of soon. Oh yeah, we're getting close. We're gonna be running into our old friend again, old Metal Face. Yeah, he is. Mubakar. Yep, that's right. Oh, you're gonna go in front of me? I'm about to use an AoE, so that's your choice. There's the I'll slice you into pieces. You'll hear that probably like 8 or 9 more times, depending on how much it takes. Let's just get rid of this attitude. And while I was taking out the ad, the other two in the party just completely destroyed Mumakar. All right. Oh, goodbye, Metalface. All right. Off we go. I like how the dotted line says, well, wait a minute. No. It's correct. It's correct. We go down here. If we go up, we're going the wrong way. Ah, I must have jumped with good timing. So yeah, make sure you're upper 40s when you're here. Again, you can get away with being a few levels under. Just keep in mind that it does make things a little, can make things difficult if you're, like, more than 3 levels under. Hey, notice me. Oh, that's fine. I'm gonna immediately open up with a topple.
So this is the legendary Monado.
Yeah, get dazed. Ooh, there we go. I hit the inner ring.
I shall do my best too.
Now let's just get rid of these regular fellas here.
I see life outside my world is not easy. Ricky like fighting easy monsters.
Nice job.
Brave bottoms. You gotta put on the right pants. True bravery starts with the right pants. Ah, this was the wrong way. Oh, going down was the wrong way. Okay, cool. So the map was trying to lead me over a ledge then. Okay. The funny yellow line was trying to tell me walk over the air to the platform on the other side. Thank you, funny line. Well, now we're gonna follow the funny yellow line, sort of, and ignore it where it tells me to walk over the air. Yeah, you'll notice the land changed a little. Lumakar is somewhere down there. He's gone. Yep, he's gone. Graceful. Okay, so now it's telling me to. Yeah, I'm just. Yeah, you have to ignore the yellow line for a bit. It's having issues. Don't worry. Why does my bitrate still say it's in the red? Come on, Twitch. Seriously? I'm not even noticing it dipping below 6,000 anymore. Like, OBS says it's just fine. Okay, where are you actually directing me? Seriously. I'm telling you, this yellow line has problems. Go this way. Go what way? Go what way? Is this the go way to heck around? Solid hitbox. That's the lower level I want to cut down. Graceful. All right. Here we go. None of you are... Okay, none of you are unique monsters, so I can just ignore you and you'll ignore me. Well, yeah, if you're heading through here first time, you're gonna get harassed by these fellas. Unless you're 6 levels or more above them, then they'll leave you alone. For a moment, I was about to say 11. It's like, no, that's Final Fantasy 14. Which will be continuing. Oh, no, we're not continuing it this Saturday. We're continuing it next Saturday. I'm actually going to be doing a one-off of Super Mario Bros. Wonder this Saturday. Mario and the Funky Flower. Woohoo! And now... Okay, I was a little confused. You hear the music just change back to the map that was, that we were just in? So, the music changed as I was leaving the previous map to what was inside here. And then when we entered in here, it changed to the music outside the map. And then it was like, oh, wait a minute.
Hello!
Oh, hello, Norn. Welcome on in. Good to see ya. How is your day going? How is your evening going? How is your time zone going? I'm doing pretty good today, actually. Whenever you wind up off of work, I always like, you know what? When you end up off work early, I should say. I'm like, awesome. This area is actually really rough on your party. And you see the main dude is level 53? Okay, I was not expecting that. Thanks. Usually message windows don't pop up during QTEs. Thankfully, it let me execute it while it was happening. What is going on with this game? That's 2 little glitches in a row. Been okay? Eating that fight? Yes. Food. Sometimes food is like the best part of the day. The game's going pretty decent. The game has demonstrated 2 bugs in the past 5 minutes here that were a little funny, but I don't mind the small harmless bugs. Like the music getting confused when I swapped rooms, or the QTE appearing while there was a window in front. Which was probably caused by me somehow, while engaged in battle, interacting with the treasure chest, which also shouldn't be possible while you're in combat. Well, yeah, everything's going good so far. Honestly, it's those little bugs in that. Like, I enjoy little bugs like that, especially the harmless ones. These guys are just gonna watch me stop the turbines. I mean, they're not unique monsters. I think there was a unique monster guard in one of these, though. And I think it's a story unique monster, so it respawns when you New Game Plus. Yep. Yep, it's the fella.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Don't get careless, guys.
Helping each other is our greatest strength.
And we're stronger. We can definitely do this.
I had to wait for the animation to finish there. I like how graceful some of her moves are. Like Starlight Kick, that animation is great.
Let's stay focused.
So yeah, we have to stop the turbines to proceed. Yeah, sometimes the main quest split for like a quick bit, and then we're back to one objective at a time. I don't know why Riki jumped there, but he just wanted to go hup. A bit of a hup. And yeah, Riki and Ryan, when they hit level 99, their HP is maxed out. Now, Riki is damage sponge style, and Ryan is classic tank. And then you got Dunban as well, who is evasion tank. Charla's pure healer. Shulk is pure DPS. Melia is magical DPS. We got a character coming up who is also sort of like support and support? No, a hybrid of the bunch. Shouldn't be too much longer until we run into this extra character. Yeah, I think we got one more party member who joins us. Oh wait, I think we got to get. I think we might have to get through like one of the game's climaxes before that happens. So, and the first Mechon segment is not when it happens; it's a second visit to it. You just hear Riki randomly jumping at times. Ether input stream. Please insert your ether. I will not complete that word. Now, this fight sucks because the AI is really stupid around hazard floors, so just make sure you're not hazard floors.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Let's engage him from, like, over here. But thankfully his buddies are going to ignore unless we have an AoE. Amelia does have a Summon Earth as well. I just don't have it equipped because we don't have room for that. See, you can sort of hear the battle music. You're not going to hear it for long. Because the one target that's left is... yeah, pretty much that, yes. Now again, we're doing a fast play, so we're just avoiding the treasure chests. We're going to skip cutscenes. It's not a speed run. Otherwise, I'd have a timer going, and I'd really have to know my routes. It's basically it's a casual speed run. I'm not trying to nail down a really cool time in that. Playing through it, like skipping all cutscenes and focusing right on the story. Where's my battle commands? We're gonna focus. So what we're doing now is we're avoiding the boss unit. We're not engaging with the boss unit. Miss! So yeah, you can see her electric damages deal a lot. Oh, you didn't even get to see the number that time because it just got... So yeah, destroy the Mechon in the area without Fiora coming to any harm. That's the middle Mechon there. Goldface, this is supposed to be an unwinnable fight. We're quite over-leveled, so this might not feel as unwinnable. Especially when he gets toppled immediately. I think that was Riki's RNG topple there. Goldface. Okay, we hit 50%. And we're at the end of that chapter. We are now at in chapter 12. 12 out of 17. I was waiting there. Good show. Alright, so this will be our next series of party changes. So yeah, we're about to get our final party member. Skip him one of Karista's favorite cutscenes.
Think that's clever, do you?
Lucky, welcome on in. Thanks for activating the Think That's Clever. Rip metal face. Tushkavated. Think That's Clever for 50 tush. Ah, 50 tush. Dang. That's a lot of tush. Welcome on in, Lucky. Good to see ya. Hope you're having a fine evening / time zone. We're blazing through. I'm doing pretty good myself. We're just gonna take a moment to take a look at the really cool leaf texture there. Don't worry about it. But yeah, I'm having a pretty good day. Got off work early, and you know that automatically means the day is pretty good, all on its own. And now we're here, we're playing some good old Xenoblade. Love it. Fiora is now in our party, our final party member. Sword makes me want to make one in Blender. Oh yeah, especially the glow, the design. Yeah, it's the Monado 3. It's actually the Monado you get pretty much at the end of the game, but because we're New Game Plus, we get to wear it right off the bat. Okay, so Shulka's a solo this one. It has boss music, but these are not boss units. Do I want to use? No, I don't want to use that. I want to save the charge for later. Just stand there like, okay, take this. Meanwhile, the other party, we've got Ryan and Sharla. Hey, tank and healer. So this segment's not as rough. Actually, the just Shulk segment's not bad either. The enemies are scaled down in difficulty, so you really don't have to worry about that. I don't think there were any fights in particular here, any story fights in particular, that are difficult in this particular segment. There are some unique monsters that could be a pain in the arse, but unique monsters have that potential. And now you get to hear alley-oop.
Alley-oop, alley-oop, alley-oop.
It's especially funny when it rolls the same voice clip several times. Hey, look, a classic party. This brings us back to early game, like chapter 3.
Good to see you. Yeah, I knew you'd.
He kept speaking. Party. We're gonna give Fiora a chance to exercise here. As you can see, oh, she is the same level. Oh, good. We're gonna give Fiora a chance to shine here. We're gonna take a look at our expert. Okay, we can only level up one person. I usually prefer to keep the entire party the same level. So once they can all level up, then I'll bump them up. 5th Pulse Zone. Yeah, when you purely go through the story, though, and you don't go into as many fights, you can definitely see that your level doesn't go up as fast. Now, the way I do story New Game Plus is actually somewhat different. So what I do for that is I start my level at 5, and for every chapter I advance, I increase it by 10 in 2 of the Xenoblade Chronicles games, and I think this one I just increase it by 5 because of the number of chapters there are. No, it was by 10 per chapter in 1 and 2, and 3 because there are less chapters. I increase it by 10 per chapter. There's less chapters, but it's still pretty decent length, like close to the length of the other 2 Xenoblade Chronicles games. Now, we're going to switch Melia to the front because I do like having control of our magical DPS. I like my magical DPS. Oh, hold on. I think we're supposed to go in the pipe, actually. Woohoo! Doot, doot, doot. Hey, this pipe doesn't warp you. Doot, doot, doot. So, do you think these are herring gulls that you're hearing? The seagulls in the background? I think they're herring gulls? I think they're California gulls. California gulls and herring gulls sound sort of the same, but California gulls have different coloration.
Village in a place like this.
California gulls have the darker feathers on the back. And now we're in the Mechonis village.
How are you?
There's an Easter egg that occurs at a certain time involving Melia here at some point. Oh wait, no, that's after the second Mechonis visit. I don't know why a seagull would be all the way up here in dry land. Why don't you just say that? Ring-billed gulls. Ring-billed gulls. We get them seasonally around here, and they're a dumpster bird. They're essentially a dumpster bird. They scavenge the garbage and all that. They actually hang out on the California coast during the winter, and they migrate over here during spring, summer. Like how you can hear the seagulls just as loudly indoors as outdoors. I should say this isn't the first game that does that. There's a few other games that I've played that have done that. What are we doing now? We're collecting a specific item. Well, thankfully, item collection. I don't know why a tush skull would be all the way up on dry... A tush skull? I don't know, maybe tush skulls like dry land, I guess. It's Krista essentially was the one who brought Buttspot in, and they were just like, yeah, you know what, yeah, sure. I think Krista's the one who selected the word, too. Buttspot loves you now. It looks like it, yeah. Friend of the day. Oh, good, that's still collected. That's still counted as collected. This is a nice thing they brought over. So I think Xenoblade Chronicles X was actually the first one that did collectibles in this fashion, where you just walk over them and collect them. And they did it in this one too, and I like that. And they did it in Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the one that they didn't. But also, if you think about it, technically now, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is the oldest one, if you're counting the remakes as renewals. Now, I'm not the kind of person who typically includes like Xenoblade Chronicles X in a lot of it, because Xenoblade Chronicles X story-wise is an offshoot. It's sort of like a side Xenoblade Chronicles, and one that I don't know. I didn't have as much fun. There was some big problems with one level making too big of a difference. There's a unique monster there. And we don't have to deal with them. Golden beetroots. For a moment, I thought that said golden butt. Collect the golden butt. A highly valued collectible. Spear that. Okay, the lighting's really messing with me from this angle. It's probably because the shadows underwater are not transparent. Because it's transparent over transparent. Which can be a little annoying to pull off. Oh, but wait, the lighting gets better when I go this way. Huh. It was just lighting when the sun was at a certain angle then. I'm picking over the tiny things. No, as long as we don't have map music switching to the wrong map music for a moment and then switching back. Actually, I'd love it if that happened because that's hilarious. I love little bugs like the harmless bugs like that. Wrong music plays. Got wrong music plays. We've got quick time events while a menu interface is active. And there's always the funny things with collision, of course. Collision is funny. That's a classic one. As long as it doesn't get your character stuck. Oh. Oh, wait. Whoa.
How are you?
Oh, never mind. This is the... No, it isn't. Why am I confusing myself now? Oh, we're going the wrong way. Oh, village leader. We don't need to speak with him yet.
Welcome.
I'm gonna let this play for a moment so I can get a little bit of food here. I have food right here.
Um,
How are you? Sleep well?
yes, very well. I wanted to,
Oh, hey, it's auto advancing for me.
talk about your son.
Very kind of it.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes, we agree with you. Egil must be stopped. But we can't act now.
Oh? Why's that?
Before we came here, we heard of plans to form an allied force on Mechonis. Any day now, they're going to launch an attack on Mechonis. But it's too dangerous. Egil has made a weapon that could kill us all.
The weapon that Mumkar was using? The one that shoots green fluid?
He said it can decompose any being from
Fluid.
Bionis.
We have to go back and warn them, before it's too late.
Well, you could always ask me to do it.
Dixon! What are you doing here? I can't believe you found us.
Why? This place is directly below the fortress. If you fell from up there, I figured you must have ended up here. And Bob's your uncle.
You're looking well, Dixon.
Ah,
Hear that,
I see
Shulk?
you're looking like your usual
Your
old
uncle's named
self.
Bob.
You know each other?
Kinda.
I scratch his back. He scratches mine. He tells us about the outside world, and we give him technology and information.
Why did you keep that to yourself? That information is vital to all who fight Mechonis.
Not all of us Homs are good people. What would happen if the Mechonis-hating types found this place? These Machina cut themselves off from the world to get away from pointless fighting.
So they escaped to live in peace. Somewhere they wouldn't be seen. Makes sense.
Clever little crown princess, ain't ya?
So this is where you obtained all that stuff you brought back to Colony 9. I wondered where you were getting it from.
I thought it was fine as long as it helped Shulk out at the lab. I guess the secret's out now. So, that weapon. How dangerous are we talking about?
I haven't discovered why, but it disintegrates anything it touches. But only if it's living tissue from Bionis.
Bet that would come in handy.
Dixon!
I'm only joking. Anyway, for now, just don't let any of it touch you. I'll come up with something to counter it. Leave it with me and I'll keep you posted. You lot go and take care of that Eagle or whatever his name is. If you take him down, the Allied force might not even be needed.
Okay. Let me think about it for a bit.
Just give him up.
Fiora.
All right. You know what's clever? I've finished pretty much all the food in that short period of time. Dang. Rice with barbecue pork. It's very good. Oh, Maria. Riki. Dunban. I think we're still dealing with some Mechonis stuff, though, so we're gonna have to swap Dunban with Shulk for now. Bulkhead key. Even though AI Shulk never seems to use mod auto in enchant. And that's the party-wide buff that allows everyone to damage Mechons. Not just Shulk. Although technically Melia can damage Mechon too. Because her attacks are ether attacks. Yeah, that was a butterfly. Yes, it faded away. Yeah, see? The shadow thing does something weird when you're like behind Melia and go in a certain direction. I sometimes swim in this direction to mess around with the yellow line. Or sorry, I sometimes travel in specific directions just to mess around with the yellow line. Just like cut across somewhere where that the line doesn't account for. Meteor artillery. Oh no, he knows about meteor. That's a burb. It's level 55. You'll probably be like level 53 to 55, somewhere around here. If you're using bonus experience, honestly though, you can expect yourself to be a little over-leveled. Yes, that bush is floating. What about it? Or is it floating? Nope. No, technically it's attached to the ground. See? It looks like it's floating from a distance. Alright, digit 2. Digit 2 them. Happiness flyer! Oh my goodness! How happy is he? Very happy. I wonder who named it Happiness Flyer. Like some explorer was like watching it, was like, it makes me so happy. Oh, if you want to discover a secret area, you can do the climb all the way up there. Oh, but beware, see the separation of water, clean water into polluted water? That's heavy damage dealing, and it's essentially to prevent the player from going out of bounds. That area becomes hazardous. Something that I really appreciate is, like, natural boundaries. Not just, oh, there's a force field, you can't go past here. Like, boundaries that they put effort into. Like in Breath of the Wild, if you're going out of bounds down in the desert area, it becomes a raging sandstorm where you're not able to see anything. Now, there actually is a force field, but they add that effect to make it a little more natural. The north area in Breath of the Wild, on the other hand, is, it's natural, but I'm gonna tell you, if you have an extra stamina wheel, your stamina's maxed out, you glide from the highest height and go north, you will find that the land up there has no collision, and there is a very stretched out texture underneath it. It was hilarious. It was hilarious to find that out. If you jump just before the end, you get a little bit of a speed boost there. Because when you jump, whatever speed you're going is maintained. I bet the ice, though, because the ice has, like, a lack of a speed cap. That's probably a lot more amazing if you somehow pull off going really fast on it and you jump off of it without hitting the land. First lift, girlfriend. Actually, it's ground floor. No, it's girlfriend. It's GF. It can also stand for good food, of course. GF. Good food. Something we can all resonate with. Good food. Use the Good Food Master Panel to start the second lift. good food main power switch. Oh yeah. Have we successfully activated good food? Like you should touch the panel and you should get like a waiter's bell. Ding. Second lift. Good food. I press B to activate it, even though I know it's A. Oh, hey. Oh, we gotta connect the power plug now. So yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of wandering around here. Oh yeah, the music here is pretty cool too. Doesn't it give you the impression that you're nearing the end of the game? Moist. Yes, one of them's called Moist. And yes, it's a tentacle. Yeah, how appropriate. I'm gonna stay away from that. Grunt. That's a bulky looking grunt.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
No, but I appreciate that, Shaw. He may have wasted half of his Monado charge doing that, though. Unfortunately, I have to press... Oh! Oh, that's a cool little side effect, though. Look at Melia's aura. Beautiful. Melia's brimming with power. Oh, everyone's brimming with... Oh, this is... Okay, yep, I love... You know what? That was perfect. Oh, you know what? That might be Monado enchant carrying through. Or the effect is just permanently here. Power of the Monado. Always active now. So that's three funny things that I got to happen in the game during this stream when we've gone through a lot of this game with encountering nothing weird. Yep, the effect is just gonna last until we get into our next battle. So let's try not to get into a battle. The last thing we want is a battle now. I'm gonna go a little slow here because I don't trust my controls sometimes. Okay, there we go. Which one? Oh, we got a unique monster coming up. So, oh, wait a minute. I think our auras actually went away. I don't know what caused that to go away. Oh, you know what? Selecting an enemy may have done that.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Water! Thank you, Norm, for the hype. Pull that up. Here, Melia, queue up a few things and execute them while I walk time. Oh, I still somehow hit that while hydrated. Thank you very much for the water, Norm. Oh, that actually hit hard. But I have a regen active, right? Yes, I do. Hydrate mid-battle! Yeah! He said he was gonna laser, and then I toppled him. Oh! Or is I maxed out wrong? There we go. Why did you use Monado Purge? Oh, yeah. Oh, it's directing me down. Okay. This ladder can do some really funny things sometimes. No, it doesn't want to do anything funny this time. Yeah, let Ricky climb down like that. But this is how we actually go down ladders. We do this. Hey. And they just teleport down for you. That's exactly how you go down a ladder. You just teleport. Vroom vroom! Look at that engine go. They make you jump down the ladder and then climb back up it. Connect the power plug. Did you try plugging it in? I would try plugging in my phone, but my phone's battery is terrible right now, so plugging it in doesn't seem to make a difference anymore. I don't want to get a new phone. I don't want to get a new phone. I don't, because then I have to go through the process of removing all of, like, the bloatware. Because every phone comes packed with a whole bunch of bloatware and, like, stuff you don't need. And there's settings on that you don't want on. It's a chore to get phones set up. Although, it's oddly fun to get them set up. And what do you know? We have to go to a control panel again. I mean, they're not just going to leave all their security down and let Shulk and friends walk on in, right? Thankfully, we're just doing wandering around, so you shouldn't be missing too much. Utopia Crocus. These things that you get, you can actually fill a little collectopedia thing. And the rewards are actually pretty decent, so it is worth using the feature. You get some pretty decent equipment. Unless you decide to fill it much later in the game and it's an earlier area, then the equipment might not be as amazing. Dogma. Level 59. Love it. You know what? Thinking on it, we might not actually finish this. We might have to go into next week. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe. Oh no, there's still like the Mechonis dungeon. Yeah, one of those are unique monsters, so we'll just stay away so we don't engage in any extra battles. Viola. Viola, Viola. Oh, never mind. We sort of have to go near him, actually. Ads are going to conveniently start rolling out. So, what you're probably going to miss is a unique monster. I mean, it'll go like any other unique monster fight, surely. Although I've had this unique monster get very confused at times.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Don't get careless, guys.
Ricky can win by himself. Manifest yourself.
You can definitely do
A
this.
rather advantageous position.
Riki, why are you using Play Dead? You don't even have aggro on you.
Things are going to plan. What?
Excuse me. Oh, hello.
Most impressive.
Everyone, let's go.
Just one more left. Light blast.
Ah, Mind Blast on absolutely not.
I am in your debt. So this is the legendary Monada. Spear break. Now, Ricky. Heal up on beat enemy. Go now.
Okay, my turn.
What do you mean I pressed it too early? It reacted before I even pressed on it.
We are victorious.
Not bad, not bad. Cool. Let's keep this up.
Alright. Oh. Yeah, isn't that convenient? One half of a door. Very, very functional. However, it's enough for us to go through. And now, we get to enjoy going fast! Woo! Zoom! Zoom! Oh, I didn't do it right. Hold on, it's much more satisfying to do it properly. Oh, you... Wait a minute. That's right. They patched this specific one. This specific one they patched. And the previous one, they did not. I remember it used to be a thing for all the ramps that do that. And then that specific one. Just that one. And I think there was one other they may have. No! Oh well, okay, I guess we get to do this fun ride again. Whee! Whee! Oh! Wait, it worked that time. What? And I noticed it worked as we entered the ramp too. Huh. Weird. Got some inconsistency going on there. All the water is hazardous down there, but I mean, there's a kill play before you reach there anyways. Whoop. Graceful. Now I'm climbing after Riki. There we go. There's some of the weird, quirky. It's usually when you're going down towards an already occupied part of the ladder. That's usually what causes some of the weird animations. Thank you, XSplit. I appreciate you being trash with my capture card. I'd appreciate it if you'd stop doing that. Well, anyways, that's enough of that. Let's keep going. This is what I meant to do. Stinky. Yeah, you gotta get shot up by exhaust. Stinky. Also, mandatory fall damage. You have to fall ungracefully. That's 2 times in this game where you're forced to fall on your face. Well, Melia falls on her face. No wonder why she's so freaking tough. I mean, HP-wise, she's definitely not tough, but she's battle ready. Falling on her face more times than anybody else. Oh, that was some good timing. Whoa. Okay. Well, because they teleported up, they don't have to like, take fall damage. Please wait. Loading. Atala exhaust. It's the Mechonis exhaust, so Mechonis farts. Okay. I think this is the other one they patched. Hold on. I guess if you jump from far enough away, it still doesn't actually adjust your speed. High power to the high velocity lift. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's need power. Honey, honey, and Scout. Honey. You guys remember Salvando when we were doing Dragon Quest 11? I wish I could jump over this. Alright, there's one. Then we go back to here. Oh. Another landmark. Oh, that means we get to ride this fun ride. Woo! Love to zoom in. They reappeared again. You're like, oh. Also, I get to do this again. I'm graceful. Or is it considered fallen with dignity? I don't know for sure. But one thing's clear, we do still have more get this in a little bit.
I fear I approach my limit.
Hang in there.
Oh,
Give up.
we can take that fall damage. And then we warp up here one more time. I love it. Zoom it. Oh, wait. You have to... It's over here? That might be too much of a distance. I could chance the fall damage. It might be too much. Oh yeah, that is too much of a distance. Gravity would drop kick. That's a little too far as well. If only you could drop on in. Oh, that fella's a unique. Good thing we're skipping him. Melody. Whoa, that runs over the camera. Ah, now I can... Okay, these guys are all regulars, so they're all gonna ignore us. Hello there. Nice to see ya. Don't mind me, I'm just swinging on by. High velocity lift. Oh boy. We're not gonna get like a Ridley elevator scene, are we? Oh yeah, high velocity. Meanwhile, Riki is flapping his wings like normal. See, no puns are immune to gravity. That's all. See, it's going up for so long, you're almost expecting an enemy to drop it, or like, I don't know, Ridley to come down and screech at your ears. Here we are. Definitely don't want to fall back down there. Whoa. We're about to run into our next boss fight. This one has a bit more of an involved mechanic.
I'm afraid you must be exterminated.
I see it.
That's not even that much damage. So visions have always been a thing since that spider boss we fought long ago.
You're not invincible. Milano, enchant!
Can you go away?
Legendary Monado.
Yeah. I wonder if I can reflect that. Resist. Here, have an electric attack. Got toppled.
Manifest yourself.
All these enemies can aggro us, so we're in a boss fight.
Helping each other is our greatest strength. Not a chance.
Melia!
Things are going to plan. Let's call Let us behold my power.
Boom. I like how it still does no damage. It can use a range attack on us, and it still did 0 damage. Oh, we got a very glitchy visual there. Okay, there we go. Hold on, get rid of the other ad first, you guys. There we go. And now we're on chapter 14. Welcome to chapter 14. I think at this point we're gonna get to our big Eggle fight. And then, well, I guess whatever follow-up fights. And then that'll be where we leave off. Now, I still have next week. Next week was still a possible reservation for Xenoblade Chronicles Fastplay, so... Because I had a feeling it was going to take 3 or 4. Well, yeah. We all good now? Wait a minute, I wasn't paying attention. Is this like Australian rules in terms of direction the belts go? No, this one's North American rules. The other belt though, look at how fast that is. You. The second bulkhead. Whoa. Look at how far behind Shulk is. Oh. I saw that. And we're on the next map. Ooh. Welcome to the Mechonis Central Factory. We gotta go to Maintenance Entrance 1. I think this is the part where we do the tower thing, and then the tower thing, and then the tower thing, and then the tower thing. And then that ultimately ventures us to the climax. Another reason why we may be getting a lack of visions from Shulk up until now is probably because there is a damage threshold. Like, Shulk's not going to have visions, usually, for things that are only going to deal, like, 10 damage. And we're talking about without shield. If you already have shield, Monato's shield engaged, and the enemy is about to use their talent art, a vision will still trigger if the non-shield damage is expected to be really high. It'll just be a vision of your party member taking 1 damage, because your shield's currently active. If your shield expires sometime between that and when the vision becomes a reality, though, you're taking the non-shield damage. Okay, that's a elite. That is a unique. Non-elite. There's no such thing as elite. Diary! Wait a minute. Yes. Press control panel from behind fence. That's how you do it. I don't understand why they made a quest out of this. They're like, oh yeah, take 5 steps and press this. Found. Found beast. Combined, they found the Dino Beast. Skinny Dino Beast. Alright, it's time to do the elevator jump again. Infiltrate the Mechon factory. Speed. As you can see, he's level 65, so it'll probably be a little difficult. He was like a yellow class enemy for me when I was here. A bit of danger. Was about like 5 levels above me. Thanks, camera. We got the classic ass camera. Don't worry, ass camera's a feature. It's a feature. Okay, we're gonna do a force topple. And it's not gonna work. But that doesn't matter. Oh yeah, this is the music that was yeah. Thankfully these fellas don't have a gigantic square hitbox. Wait, is there still another? Ah, it's over here. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to go up. Oh, there's plenty of fun sounds. I want to add more sound commands, in fact. After all, I did add more sound clips to my library and all that. May as well make a few more accessible on commands. I just walked past the target that has what I'm looking for. Excuse me, sir. Thank you.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Don't get careless, guys.
Summon
You're not invincible. Monado,
Ancient ice to me. So this is the legendary Monado. I feel the ether building within me.
definitely do this.
Witness my true power.
Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together.
Show.
Everyone, let's go.
There we go. We got our timer. And now, let's go and get the last key item. Graceful. All right. Anyways. Large Mechon store. Yes, I would like to,
This represents no problem
what's the last,
whatsoever.
is it the fuse we're looking for? I would like 1 fuse, please. Thank you very much. It's the Mechon store, right? It's the explosive itself. Okay. Boom! Ooh, speaking of boom. Oh. Thank you for the thunder. Thank you for the thunder. Absolutely bothered. Sword on art gallery this way. Ooh, I'm gonna have to check that outpost stream. I'll definitely be swinging on by there and checking it out. All right, we have what we need. Blood oil. Isn't that what they call oil from the Middle East? Oh, whoops. Wait, why is it telling me that? Why is it telling me it's the elevator now? What? Wasn't I supposed to go blow up the grate over here? I didn't realize there was a landmark here. What, do I have to put it together? What? What? It's elevator time. We can still do the elevator dance while the elevator's going down. It's just, you know, a bit of a bigger jump. They were communicating with each other. Ah, now we have to deal with this fella.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Riki, hey, let's move closer. While Melia has her magic effects up, she exudes an aura, giving them buffs. I'm pretty sure the over 10,000 damage and stuff is coming from Melia using her electric attack. Explosive complete. There we go. I'm going to actually check if her arts can be further refined. Because by now, how much does she have? Alright, hold on. Ah, she has over 30,000. Her summon Earth. Really? I found an X book on Earth at some point. I can't even upgrade anything that she has equipped right now because the 3rd level book hasn't dropped from unique monsters yet. Oh yeah, she's got Summon Wind as well. You can sort of see though, like for instance, Summon Bolt is 4,506 to 4,646 ether damage. Also, in a radius around the user, ether up 20%. And all these have a medium distance. Well, yeah, as you can see, Bolt has some of the highest damage. All the more reason for me to double its damage output. Oh, that's right. This could be pretty crazy too, because I can use... I might swap one out for the other. Maybe Ice will swap out? No, Ice has higher damage, actually. So maybe Flare?
Water!
Water! Thank you, Fiber. I will get right on that. Oh, good stuff. Oh, hold on. Set it. Summon copy. Why does fire deal so much less damage? Oh, it's because it has a strength up 20%, which is actually pretty good. Alright, we'll swap it out for summon copy. It allows Melia to spam summon Thunder more often. Thunder's the highest dealing damage out of all the magic she knows. And I've got a gem that increases it by 100%. Very graceful, Melia. Very graceful. Even her idle animation is graceful. It's wonderful. Thank you for that water. Let's see. Electric plus 100%. Ether up 150, which is as high as it can get. Artseo resist so that she can't be silenced. Aura heal's built into this, so I can't really change that. And a bit of agility up, because agility is actually really good in this game. Boom! Earth-shattering kaboom! Vent-shattering kaboom! Vent break. Alright. Eh. Okay, I feel it. Whoa, it's so bright! Ah! Like, if you were actually here, you would not want to look right at that. That'd be pretty much just as bad as looking at the sun. Worst. This poor Mechon is called worst. Oh, wait, Riki's giving marching orders. There we go. Oh, is he gonna do it again? Oh, it's Shulk doing the marching orders this time. Crisis unit. I thought it said circus unit for a moment.
This represents no problem whatsoever.
Ricky can win by himself.
Don't get careless, guys. We can definitely do this.
Water!
You're not invincible. Milano, enchant!
I feel the ether building within me.
Everyone, let's go!
Water! The source of all life!
Almost there.
Indeed, I concur. Ancient spirit of ice!
Definitely do this.
Now is the time to unleash a chain attack.
All right.
Ricky! Inspiring. I shall do my best too.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah. I love nailing the inner circle one. Elemental Copy has such a gross cooldown time. It almost gives me more downtime. It really does feel like it gives me more downtime. Oh, it definitely gives me more downtime.
Only now have you realized our true power.
Ricky like fighting easy monsters.
Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. I have to go out of the way for. Well, it doesn't even tell me where the rest of them are. Or was that the side quest? That was the side quest. Well, welcome to the Central Tower roof. If I'm not mistaken, this is the several towers part. Turn off the electrical barrier. Laser! Cube! Oh-ho! Barrier fight. Yeah, nice little glowy line that appeared there. This is a battle you cannot run from.
You're not invincible.
Oh yeah, Aura Seal. Freeze ice. Oops. Do the elevator dance. Here we go. This should be the Mechonis City area. Residential District 1. Yep, it seems like the right place. Whoa. Yeah, all of those are all side quests. Of course, we're not going to worry about that. There's also a shop. Do the elevator dance. Data center. DC.
It looks like the power's up and running.
This is the go to 4 towers. I should get him pretty close to 10. I wonder if we'll make it to Eggle. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, okay. He was just doing a bit of a rave dance. Okay, I see. He was partying. Mechons can party once in a while. So yeah, mass-produced faces. Now you're starting to come across regular enemies that are resistant to the Monado. No. Experienced attrition. Alright, we're all good. Exterminator. Exterminate. Alright. Whoops. And then we just ignore the mass-produced face. We're like, oh, that's very cool. Hello. Oh, hello there. We're just swinging on by. We're visiting. Tourism. You know. Wise Jerome. Or Gremory, actually. Who has a passive spike, probably a damage spike. Graceful. I have had issues with enemies spotting me through the ceiling here. So definitely be prepared. Definitely be prepared for that, yeah. Thank you for redeeming, yeah, Norn. This is the bowyer, Norn. This is the bowyer, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something happened here. And there's no timer specified, so it just varies for how long I do that. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. But that is the yeah you get here. It's the voice that I used for Boyer when we were doing Super Mario RPG. I like it. Thanks, Nord. I took a like to it. I mean, Super Mario RPG was like tons of fun, but you know, you gotta throw in your voices. I feel I should have went even more over the top with Booster though, but at the same time, I prefer not to lose my voice. Graceful fall. I really am wondering if we're going to make it to Aggle. We're getting close to Aggle. We're done this segment now. Wait, can I just... I can't tell if I can fast travel back, actually. Level 66. And you're probably level 65 by now. Main of Stone. XSplit, can you stop being rude to my capture card? I'd really appreciate it. Can you speed boost me? Ah. Oh, wait a minute. I don't need speed boost anymore. Where does it want me going, ultimately? Oh, I can't data center travel. No data center travel on this server. There's gotta be a faster way back. You know, if I had selected Central Tower from the beginning, there would have been a faster way back. All right, let's do the elevator dance. I love it. As Riki dances around beside me with the dead fish, the fish bone. Oh boy. Looks like we're in for it now. Oh, except I have to actually... Oh, well. Oh. I thought that was a fast travel and then walk to it. All right, let's do the elevator. Let's do the other elevator dance, the down elevator dance. This one looks even better because the camera follows Melia a little better. Preparing to execute pre-rolls. I like that variation the most. Because that's the only reason I run 3-minute ads every hour, is to execute the pre-rolls. To destroy them. Because it really kills the raiding experience when you raid into a place, and then the pre-roll ads are like, no, you can't watch for 30 seconds. And anybody browsing in, too, it's like, no, you can't watch for 30 seconds. My microphone just adjusted itself on its own. Or the arm of it did. Spooky. Haunted. Why is it having me go up this tower? Okay, so you won't have me go past the tower. That makes a little more sense. Legislative oh boy, the legislative district. Oh boy, one of these was a unique monster. Great. Ugh, this fella has spike damage.
I am prepared. Good. Ancient spirit of ice to Nightblood. Roaring thunder. Most impressive.
Everyone, let's go!
We can definitely do this. I am in your
No, there's an ad right here.
just as I envisioned.
I mean, if you insist, I will force a topple on you. Oh, get out of here with your nonsense. Thank you. Wait, what? Did my summon copy queue itself for after I recover? What was that? I thought I lost it and had to wait for the cooldown because of the time in there. And then I noticed that the cooldown ring never started in the first place. And then when I recovered, the cooldown ring showed up, and all of a sudden I had another electric. I think this particular stream I'm gonna have to take a look back on and see what the heck's up with some of this.
Beings of Bionis, you and the Monado are history.
How can this be?
Yeah, he's gonna be making that noise a lot. Oh! He's a bird. He's trying to tell you about the birds. You're locking on and you have no oh, you do have ads. But the ads are also taking damage, so and the ads got destroyed while we were locked on. Well, that's because you didn't use Monado's shield shell. AI choke is not very good. I'm immune to that. Well, we've hit 10. So we're not going to be able to do the climax. Because I'm pretty sure there is another fight that follows up. Or is a follow-up, so. Well, yeah, there's the game's climax, essentially, or one of the climaxes, aside from, you know, the end of the game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save here. This was still a lot of fun, especially with some of the weird little glitches that we ran into. Twitch has been saying unstable this whole time, so I think Twitch just has an issue where once it says unstable, it doesn't know how to say stable again. Or, you know, Twitch is talking about itself, and that I agree, Twitch, you have been unstable the past several days. But anywho, setting that aside, stick around for a bit, for a moment here, and I'll just raid you guys over to somebody. Alright, don't mind the clunking and clinking and all that fun, weird stuff. We were actually briefly mentioning stuff, but I think I'll send you guys over there for the time being. Yeah. I'll just do that. And, oh yeah, also it's 18 plus over there. Just keep that in mind. I'd like to thank you guys for joining. Stick around for a bit and for the raid. After the raid happens, whether you want to raid and run, raid and chat, or raid and alert, all are totally cool. I'd like to thank you guys for chilling here with me with some good old Xenoblade. We'll do more next week. And on Thursday, we're going to be continuing Book of Mario. We're going to be doing the rest of Chapter 5. Yeah. I messed around with some badges and stuff just to make the gameplay a little less annoying. Because we're after the text, not the gameplay. On Saturday, we're gonna be I'm gonna be doing a one-off of Super Mario Wonder. We're just gonna play it and have a nice flowery trippy trip with trippy flowers. Thank you guys for joining. Have an awesome night. I greatly appreciate you guys being around. Till next time, take good care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.
Toast!